Number 2, Cade Cunningham.
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Marvin Bagley is out there with Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's MP, and it's Flagg in at the 3. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Grant, this season seems to be off to a strong start. Teams are coming together pretty quickly.
You know, B.A., what other choice is there? The competition is fierce in this league. So it's sink or swim right away the moment the season starts.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Irving, the pass to Henry. He shoots a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Harris right side. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Takes a 13-footer. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Flagg.
Yeah, Irving has a sixth sense for where to find his shot.
Thompson outside. We played just over a minute here in the first. And here's Harris outside. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Washington's shot is good.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Chomps, thanks a lot. On target from range.
Yeah, we know about the scoring, but don't discount Flagg's passing.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot to stop the run, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Washington outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Irving. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Irving's got his second bucket on the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And now for your Pistons hot squad.
And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
checked in for Tobias Harris. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Bagley's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Martin. Flags checked in for Marshall. And MP subbed in for Williams. We've got Asar Thompson. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. Cunningham is out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Jenkins in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. And that one's good. Cunningham.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3 ball.
The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
Jenkins misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Irving, that's good.
Such soft touch on that floater. Irving has a deep bag that he empties every night.
And the Pistons shooting about 41%. Cunningham outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Harris is checked in for Detroit. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Robinson. Oh, there's the alley! And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Right side Bagley. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And he makes it. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 7. There's the drive. Over Irving. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving's got 4 rebounds in the game. MP outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. And it's Harris with the rebound. And now the Pistons in transition. Robinson can't hit. And so it's Dallas with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points already or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Detroit Pistons.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. P.J. Washington out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's MP, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Flagg in at the small forward. Here's Irving. No one on him. Makes an easy one. Irving's got 13. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Back to MP. Here's Flagg. He has 6. Washington, a screen on Thompson. And that one's good. Flagg.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you, Brian.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 9.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Cunningham deciding where to go with it. And the shot goes in.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Irving, the pass to Henry from outside the arc. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Flagg. He's got 9. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And yep, it's good.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Thompson outside. Inside. And Harris throws it down.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward.
And it's Detroit with the ball after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end. Duran, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Thompson with it. Irving picks him up. And here's Cunningham outside. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Robinson with a steal. Pass to Duran. Here's Harris. Covered by MP. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Nails it from 3. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Now here's MP. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Robinson passes to Duran. And here's Cunningham. Back to Duran. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duran brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. free throw drops for Duren.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Tobias Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. Here for Detroit. Harris is checked in for Reed. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. MP comes in for Thompson. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Here's Robinson after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. Pass to Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Duren with a screen on Williams. There's Cunningham with a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williams, good, and the assist goes to MP. Henry's got 3 assists in the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Williams passes to Lively. From deep, MP drains the triple.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Martin finds Williams. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Martin, the pass to Williams. Count it.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Back to Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Williams looking around, and so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
MP, your team needed your scoring night to win, and you delivered, passing the 20-point mark on the way to victory. Was that the game plan coming in, or did you see something that led to an adjustment?
More like this. It's both. Every time you come down the floor, the defense tells you what to do. Maybe you set the ball screen, maybe you space out the corner. If you're on a break, maybe you kick it out to the wing. Maybe it's pushing the ball yourself. What I'm trying to say is if you make the right choices, you're gonna win games. And that's what you saw tonight.
Great choices then, MP. Way to go.
Thank you, JP.
BA, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.